Hi, welcome back. Today we're going to work on some traditional subtraction, some multi-digit numbers that we're going to be subtracting. All right, so let's take the number 84 and subtract 21 from it. Normally you're going to see problems that are written out like this, but in order for you to work them, it's easier to write them going up and down or vertically. So I'm going to have my biggest number, which is 84, on top, and my smaller number, which is 21, on the bottom. I'm going to start with my ones place, and I'm going to take away 1 from 4. When I take 1 away from 4, I get 3. I'm going to move to my next column. When I take 2 away from 8, I get 6, or the number 63. Simple enough, right? Now, let's make the problem just a little bit trickier. Let's take 71 minus 54. I'm going to put my big number on top, which is 71, and my 54 underneath it. Another thing I want to tell you is I'm lining up my digits. If I write real sloppy, I'm not going to be able to tell which digit to subtract from the other one. So I want to make sure my ones are in a line, my tens are in a line, and when I go out to hundreds and thousands, that they're all lined up so I don't subtract the wrong numbers. All right, so my big number's on top, my little number's on the bottom, and now I need to take away. So I need to take away 4 from 1. Well, if I only have 1, how can I take 4 away from it? I'm going to have to do something. I'm going to go next door to the place that's 10 more than the one before it, which is the 10 spot, and I'm going to borrow 1 from it. But that 1 isn't actually a 1. It's from the 10 spot, so it's worth 10 ones. 10 ones plus 1 1 is 11. I'm just going to add a 10 to the 1 and get 11. Now I have enough that I can take 4 away from it. 4 minus 11 is, if you don't know how to do that, if you don't know your facts, you can count up. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. That's 7. But maybe you know your subtraction facts and you know that 11 minus 4 is 7. Now I'm going to move to the next spot. I have 6 and 5. I'm going to take 5 away from the 6. 6 minus 5 is 1. And my answer is 17. All right, let's see if we can't do that with a bigger multi-digit number. Let's do 458 minus 172. All right, so when I write it up and down, which is going to be easier for me to work the problem on paper. All right, 458, put my small number underneath, 172, and now I'll subtract. 8 minus 2 is 6. Now I have to do 5 minus 7, or 7 from 5. Can't do that. Do you remember what we did in the last problem? We had to go next door and borrow. Well, I'm going to borrow 1 from here, but this time I'm borrowing from the 100 spot. So I'm going to take 100 away and turn it into 10 tens. And now I have 15 tens. 15 tens minus 7 tens. Again, you can count up if you want. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. That's 8. And if you know your math facts, you can just say 15 minus 7 is 8. Move over to the hundreds. 3 minus 1, or 1 from 3, is 2. And my answer is 286. Do you know what the answer is called in a subtraction problem? The answer is called the difference. So that's what we're going to be calling the answer to a subtraction problem from here on out. All right, let's see if we can find the difference with a 4-digit number. All right, let's see. Let's think of a tough one. 9,802 minus 388. Okay, here is where it's going to get a little tricky. You remember when I told you they have to line up your numbers so that they're all in the same column? All right, let's write our big number on top and our small number underneath. Does that look right? It doesn't, does it? Can you think about where the 388 should go? If you said to move it over one spot, you're right. So I'm going to take that off, and I'm going to put the 388 underneath. Now I have my ones column lined up, my tens column, my hundreds column, and my thousands column all lined up. Now I can successfully subtract. Okay, so I need to take 8 away from 2. I can't do that. I got to borrow. But look what happens when I go next door. There's 0 there. What am I going to do now? I can't borrow from there. There's nothing there. So I'm going to go next door to the 100 spot. And I'm going to take 1 away from there. And I'm going to take that 100 and turn it into 10 tens. Whew! Now there's 10 there. Since I have 10 tens there, now I can borrow from that 10 spot and take it over to my 1 spot. Now I'm going to take 1 away and turn it into 10 ones, add it to the 2, and get 12. Okay? Now I have enough that I can take away properly. So 12 minus 8 is 4. 9 minus 8 is 1. 7 minus 3 is 4. I'm just going to bring down the 9. That one was tricky. We had to borrow for just about every single spot. Never, ever go more than one place over when you go to borrow, because you'll get confused with what you have to do. So as a reminder, I had to borrow from my ones place to my tens. There wasn't anything there. So I went over to my 100 spot. I took 1 away from the 100 and got 7. Changed it into 10 tens. Since I had 10 there, I had 1 that I could borrow from now. Take 1 away, put it over here. 1 10 plus 2 is 12. And then I have enough that I can take away. I hope this made it easy if you understand a little bit more about multi-digit subtraction. Good luck with your work, and we'll see you next time.